heroes are going to struggle to have the damage to kill a CK.
Yeah, it's going to be, like I was saying, like up to the Lina, or up to the Rubik if he's able to get a big spell steal. But yeah, mostly on the Zeus for him dealing all the damage in the fights, because yeah, they are a bit limited. Because also there's a Dazzle to offset a lot of that damage.
Yes, a lot of heal and sustain. And whilst, you know, HellRaisers have got pretty good catch and setup, it's not going to be as easy for CyberCats to get to the backlines. I mean, I guess, you know, it's going to take kind of your carry Weaver to be the one to charge in to try and look for the Dazzle. But sure, you know, if the Weaver gets on top of the Dazzle and no sort of stuns or silences that's going to be able to stop Dazzle from getting the grave off on himself or just living that little bit longer to get his round of spells off. So it could be a challenging one for CyberCats, this.
Yeah, I would say HellRaisers have like a lot easier ways to start fights overall because they have Gilgor that can just jump in. Like they have to, on CyberCats, they have to throw their Primal Beast. He just has to charge it.
He's got to go in,
fights. So it's a little awkward the way that could end up happening for his Rubik and Undying to follow up. But let's see. Let's see if they can. HR, they just have, I mean, they just have so many stuns and ways to just kill heroes. They have so much aggression.
This could be a pretty decent first blood hit. The setup, the stun into the light track. He's going to be able to charge away, though, actually. And then
Gilgor.
Maybe CyberCats will be the ones to find first, but they will. Gilgor pops the stick, but he'll still die first blood hit. But she gets it.
860 HP with a Ring of Protection. Beauty about Primal Beast level 1 for sure. And to get the D-Ward, so really nicely done. 4-man decay from the Undying too. So.
We'll see what sort of lane setups we get here, if there's going to be any sort of surprises. Doesn't look like it. Standard stuff, you know, CK Dazzle taken to the bottom lane, and then obviously over for CyberCats, we're going to have the Weaver Undying starting top.
Cool. All right. Weaver should get pretty okay farm, but at the same time, Enigma does deny a lot, as we always mention. Undying can have a little bit of difficulty to chase out anything like Eidolons. It starts with Windlace. I actually like that on the Undying, because he's going to now bully versus Marcian and the Enigma, potentially. So, all right. Lane's looking pretty decent, I would say, for CyberCats.
Let's see how much DK Fogas is able to do down bottom to slow down Watson's farm. I mean, is this a lane where the CK will be pressured, or...?
Usually not. I'm still not 100% sure, like the adjustment for Primal Beast, how this hero's able to bully. I think if he had a stronger hero behind him, maybe, but he has a Rubik, so I think Malady should be able to offset most of the pressure. Look at his mid lane. 4 and 3. Rebel actually has 0 CS.
All right, he'll get some now.
Now he'll get some.
We'll get that one, and he will get that one easy.
There we go.
But indeed, yeah, hot start for the Zeus, and you can't downplay that hard right click that Zeus does have nowadays.
Very true.
That was hot.
Lane gets easier and easier for Lina. Lina starts to be able to actually bully the Zeus a bit as it goes on. But Zeus also just shoves the wave out as Igor jumps in really aggressively into mid. He actually jumped on top of the Lina. A little crazy. But he got the last hit.
Yeah, he's doubling the CS in his mid lane on the first couple of waves.
Did not expect that. Could be the result of having Light Strike Array rather than having Dragon Slave, but he is connecting most of those stuns. But of course does not benefit from the maximum of Fiery Soul because it's based on how many things you hit. So usually Dragon Slave connects you and gets you at least 4 stacks per nuke. The stun only gets you like 2 stacks per nuke.
And do you like this top lane? She gets Zeus, the carry Weaver, rushing the urn. He's going to have it sent out. So they want to find kills early top.
I like Urn. If no one else is going to buy it, I think having an Urn, I will never argue about it, no matter what, even if it's a core, even if it's a carry. This item is one of the best in the game, period.
Sure, because if you do get that early kill, it's just what's super easy then to just snowball the lane.
Yeah, you snowball the lane. You don't have to buy sustain for either hero as well, too. So I'm always really happy to see people go for this. Because, like, I just feel like Wraith Bands and stuff, the Wraith Bands and stuff are just they almost never feel good to buy as a safe lane carry, so... You just usually rush Shreds, and then you have like a casual circlet or something in most situations, of course.
For sure. This is an item that it does something.
It does something. It's great. Gives you everything you need. Stats, armor, mana regen. Great. And they don't have anyone else to really buy it. Undying doesn't buy it. Rubik doesn't buy it. Primal doesn't buy it, so...
Yeah, so far, slight bit of an edge across the map for CyberCats on the CS.
Igor is having to use his entire mana pool to make sure that he gets all these last hits. That's why he is so inflated. He's sitting at 0 mana. That's top. Oof. Tombstone committed. Almost get the kill. They're going to be able to get the Tombstone now themselves, though.
Easy gold there for Miro.
Easy money.
Definitely got to keep our eyes on Miro. I think it was in that first game against Na'Vi where they stomped that he had a really good Enigma performance.
These Enigma players all have gotten... Eidolons are also, let's be honest, kind of busted, but all these Enigmas have gotten so good at just, they never sack their Eidolons ever. Really good about just keeping the lane held back. It's very frustrating to play versus a carry.
We'll see. I mean, after sort of the like, what are you going for as the Weaver? Still just getting the Maelstrom build?
I would imagine so. Yeah, I don't think that people deviate.
I mean, would you see a rush Lincoln's this game? I mean, Lincoln's it would definitely have its benefits, right?
Could, but you were mentioning, you know, lack of damage a little bit, right,
yeah.
from earlier. So I think I wanted him to be a good damage dealer at least, not just relying on Zeus. Every player has a different thought about Weaver, honestly. I see some people just no boots, Dragonlance. Some people rush the treads. Some people go Maelstrom, etc. So in this game, I don't see any particular big item that he needs, but Maelstrom looks good. Top.
Well, they're going to be able to dive in and look for Gilga. He's trying to take out the Tombstone, but the zombies are already out, and Gilga goes down. CYBERCATS able to dive in for the action, and now with the Urn charge, putting some good pressure onto Mira. I mean, Shigetsu wants to chase for this, but of course, getting under the tier 2, not too appealing right now, but this pressure will allow them to start to tickle away at the tier 1 top.
They zoned them off of, what, I think 2 creep waves as well. The Tombstone does get killed. I think Gilga got last hit, but a good pressure play coming out from CYBERCATS again. I like how aggressive they're playing this early game. And yeah, it's gonna be Maelstrom. So treads, Urn, Maelstrom. Nothing too funny. Miro at top again.
Got to be careful. I mean, CYBERCATS are going to look for these kill opportunities.
It's tough. The rebound though. That aggressive Urn and okay, that's
there
fine.
we go. Thundergod's Wrath comes in. I mean, Shigetsu should be able to get the cleanup on both of these. Yeah, yep. Gilga, he'll get the kill, but it's Shigetsu coming out on top. Double kill for him. A very, very good start for the Weaver on this top lane. And back in the river, you might just see CYBERCATS pick up another. Malady taken down. Wow. CYBERCATS starting to really rack up these early game kills.
Really nice. I mean, top is impressive. It's 1,500 net worth difference between the Weaver and the Enigma. I mean, the Urn pickup, I think it's doing wonders, but also just the aggression. They know they had the Zeus. He's probably telling them, hey guys, I'm 6, play super aggressive, and they did exactly that. Nicely done. Continue to impress.
Good jukes as well from Eagle there in the mid. Rebel did step up and try to look for him, but he hid around the area where the small camp used to be, and Rebel with that DD couldn't find him. He's actually going to drop the Laguna, but it's not quite enough to get the kill. H-Duo is going to be fine. Rebel not able to find anything out of this straight away. Gilga will find the setup onto the Rubik, but again, they just can't get enough damage out. Wow. HellRaisers bringing 3 heroes towards the mid, looking for the kills using the Laguna, but not getting any blood here from CYBERCATS.
Yeah, literally 1 hit on 2 heroes.
Eagle, he was just charging right back in. He saw Rebel low.
That's what he's doing in lane as well.
Just
too.
running,
he's literally just heavily jumping. I like it. Very aggressive. I like it a lot. The start here, making the moves around mid, helping the Zeus, protecting tower. They know the Weaver's secured top now versus the Enigma, so they can actually move around the map easily now. This is really good. Really good start, really good understanding of how to play the lanes. And really good, the aggression top. I love how they dove that tower. I think that was really cool. And then bottom, the quiet lane that we haven't really gotten to look at too much. They're even. So Primal Beast not getting pressured from CK, but CK also sustaining through everything with Chaos Strike.
See in the mid, Rebel really wanting to try and catch Igor in the combo. Laguna Blade's back online.
And look what he's got, Owen. No more Soul Rings.
Nope, Falcon Blades all around.
Falcon Blades, baby.
If you're a mid and you want a bit of mana regen, a little bit of damage, in fact, it's the item. Falcon Blades for your mids, for your carries, for your offlaners indeed that used to buy a Soul Ring. This is the new item. Everybody wants it.
Yeah, the rise of the Falcon Blades and maybe even the rise of more arcane boots even purchased up in mid lane. Everyone just wants mana.
CH-Duo actually dropped the Tombstone.
Okay, guess he's farming the stack with it.
He's going to be able to jump in and with the Eidolons. Miro's able to take down the tombstone.
Ton of damage.
The soul rip heal off, but they'll be able to chase him down there. So a fair bit of gold swinging into the hands of those two on HellRaisers. Back down on the bottom side of the map. We'll see them get the setup onto Fezzle.
And it looks like also HR, they clean up that whole hard camp top too, so a pretty big win for them to get the Undying in that. Also bottom, they get the kill. Now they can maybe even look to pressure DK Fogos a little bit with that Phantasm up for a second. Nice, too tanky. All right, good early game.
CYBERCATS still with the lead. I mean, it's this Weaver that's just massive coming out of the laning stage. She gets it. Top net worth here by quite a bit, considering the early minutes we're at.
He's got to just be careful because there is still tons of burst damage for this Weaver with the Lina in the game, the multiple plethora of stuns that HR has. Just has to be cautious how far he does Shikuchi and push the limit. They have a Rubik there.
And it instantly puts a stop to that black hole there from Miro, which was quite an ambitious one. Miro will manage to TP out.
He's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Yep, Thunder God's wraps up already. It didn't even matter. She gets the bugs on him.
He didn't go to base. He TP'd to the tower.
It was risky, as though he was thinking, obviously, had to make a very quick call with his TP play, but indeed gets punished. And Shigetsu only just gets richer and richer. This Weaver.
They're one step ahead, right? Like the Rubik, they kind of expected this movement. They're kind of just anticipating all the early movements from HR perfectly. And yeah, this Weaver.
And we'll see in the river. Malady will be able to step away, but yeah, I mean, as for also the great black holes we saw from Miro yesterday, that was definitely a bit of an ambitious one.
Yeah, I mean, he just didn't know where the Rubik was, because if you look, they don't have that many ways to actually cancel it. Zeus doesn't have Lightning Bolt. Primal Beast was showing bottom. That is literally the only way they stop it, is if the Rubik is there on time. So it was just good preemptive preparation, really, from CYBERCATS knowing it was coming. As now, farming up the map, giving the Rubik 6. Zeus working on some stacks. Maximizing very nicely. 2K lead now. And there's the Maelstrom.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Considering the urn, pick up and Tret's completion before, so this is really, really nice start for Shigetsu.
Just has to be wary of the stuns. Lots of different disables that if he overcommits. That's the only thing.
I mean, to the point where are you buying BKB as your next item? Or?
The Lincolns actually could be, you could put an argument for it. He's just blocking even the Chaos Striker.
Let's play bottom. They're going to be able to dive in on Watson. Tombstone's down, the zombies are building up. Malady will try and come in and save him. Has got the shallow grave and will be enough to TP out. Malady, of course, won't have the same luxury of a route out of there. So CYBERCATS still getting a kill. And putting pressure onto this tier 1 down bottom that HellRaisers won't be able to do much about.
I'm loving it. Again, just aggression. They're playing, even like the Undying showing up for a gank, something you don't anticipate. Great move. Malady gives his life for the cause, but a nice aggressive move. And they're going to get tower, and they're even setting up defense for top.
Look at this Fezzle ready with the setup here. He's going to be able to get the lift up. At the same time, Gilga will jump in onto Shigetsu, but this Weaver's perfectly fine and ready to fight. They will be able to dust and dispose him backwards, but the chase down is there. They'll burn through Miro. TP coming in, Laguna Blade thrown down the way of Fezzle, takes him out.
Nice play, Rebel.
Shigetsu able to get back under the safety of his tower, and more heroes coming in. We'll see DK Fogos looking for the angle. Charge forward, looking to close the gap onto Rebel. Not quite able to grab him straight away as he's into the trees. Movement speed boost will be enough to get him away to safety. So Rebel able to reset and get out of that.
At least able to get them some type of kill. CYBERCATS really running away with the early game. The bottom tower, then they react to top as well too, get these kills. Rebel botsing in with the glyph, gets him only some type of reactive kill, but yeah, it's really CYBERCATS this whole early game. 9-4. Yeah, it's still looking to play aggressive. Look at this Undying and Zeus.
I've got good ward coverage around this area. And they're going to be able to play around it. Get the setup here towards Malady. Not a whole lot he can do. Gets grabbed by DK Fogos. 10-4. 3K lead. CYBERCATS. Yeah, they're smashing this early game.
Yeah,
3 of the 4 top spots in net worth. They're ready for more tier 1 towers.
Igor, pop that DD. I thought he'd be hitting it with DD right now.
I got the full 5 of them here. 13 minutes in. CYBERCATS, this is the group up that we've been seeing from teams in this region. happens this early, and at this point they're just ready to sort of swarm across the map, take objectives, take kills, knowing that as a unit they just have this strength that HellRaisers at this point of the game are going to struggle to deal with if they run into them.
Yep, just really liking the way that they're playing around the map. Like such good aggression that they're able to get these deep wards now too, and HR is under pressure because of it. They're feeling lost how they're going to actually group up with the Marcy and Dazzle with the Lina. Watson pinging out bottom.
I mean,
they're setting up for him, it looks like.
Can they burst through this armlet CK?
They need a third hero.
Yeah.
Fezor, though, walking over, breaks the smoke. Might pay with his life.
Let's see. Look.
Oh, he's got the jump. He can actually jump off his teammate.
And he's got a teammate to back him up there. DK Focus heads in, and in fact, the team, they're turning up and ready to fight this. So they get the grab onto Rebel. They take down Gilga. They'll run down this Lina. TP's coming in. They won't be prepared to dive to tier 2, so Rebel will live, and off to the side. Malady chased down by the zombies. Jump forward there with the Rubik, leading in with the stolen rebound. Will set up for a second kill, and this pressure from CYBERCATS is going to be coming in at HellRaisers underneath the tier 2 tower as they dive in, take out Miro. They'll take out Watson as well. Huge aggression here. CYBERCATS just fighting perfectly. And of course, around their carry, Shigetsu, he knows with this lead as the carry weaver, he can get involved and this aggressively as well. Yeah, underneath the enemy tier 2 on the other side of the map, I mean, he's just massive. Maelstrom, Dragonlance done. They're really abusing the strength of this weaver perfectly this early.
Look how fast, look at the mini-map here in this replay. Look at how fast they collapse to help their Rubik. Like, he walks over, I think that he's probably telling his team, hey guys, I'm just gonna try to break a smoke. And then as soon as it breaks, his team doesn't like continue hitting a creep, his team doesn't continue. They immediately rally to help this man. It's, again, amazing plays and amazing reactions and understanding of how to dive. The tombstone gets put down and they're like, oh, we're just committing super hard under this tier 2. So, yeah, beautiful stuff. And Dragonlance, Weaver tanking up, and then he's gonna go for Lincoln. So you were pretty much right on money.
Yeah, Lincoln's is going to be it's super good this game.
Yep.
Like it will take a lot to be able to burst through and break through the Lincolns to take down Shigetsu.
That was a hard hit. That was a really good painful hit that they just did there. Because now this was all before BKBs and stuff even on the menu. DK Focus almost has his, so free initiation for him. Zeus has the shard now too, so more damage going to be coming out of Igor.
HellRaisers, they will find their way into CYBERCATS jungle.
They're having trouble just rallying around anybody though, really. Because like, the CK doesn't even feel very tanky. Lina is very susceptible to just dying because of the lead that CYBERCATS has too, so.
I mean, and the thing is sort of overall, whilst they do have kind of catch and setup, HellRaisers outside of the black hole, it's a lot of single target, right? So they have to be very kind of clear, who they want to go for, who they want to try and delete.
They keep getting gone on first too. With Watson again getting found by himself.
And he's going to have some TPs coming in to help him out, but can anyone actually close the gap in time? We'll see Malady come in and offer up a grave. We'll have the TP out. He's still going to end up dying there. Now Malady could be in trouble as well if CYBERCATS attempted to dive. They won't go for the dive this time. It's just the two. Two of them, the three of them around.
But CYBERCATS, like, they're, again, reading the map. They're the ones who make the smoke aggressive play. They find the perfect target. They find Watson. Now HR trying to strike back here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
no vision
attack.
in the area, so it's kind of blindly walking in to initiate. Oh, okay. Gilgir just gets a last hit.
When you play with Lina, you tend to get
Fortunate.
burned.
I mean, they want to find something here, HellRaisers, but not catching CYBERCATS at all.
No, they don't want to overforce the issue either, too, because they're at this big deficit. Lina now has BKB, so now Rebel maybe feels a little more confident to charge in, but Watson just can't fight. He walks up, there's just a tombstone down, they have to full reset. They have no way to kill the two. Shigetsu, he's going to be able to finish his Lincolns up before the next fight, probably. Unbelievably tanky. Good damage, too, with the Maelstrom Brigand's Blade.
Radiant
See what they can do around the mid. They've gone for the smoke.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
CYBERCATS ready for this. They'll try and lead in on the Primal Beast. If they can take down DK Focus, they can. Eliminate the Beast.
Bugs are on everyone.
Coming from the side, but Rebel quickly dealing with the tombstone.
Okay, this time HR, they find themselves a good fight. Get the initiation on Primal, they get the tombstone cleared, and it's near Roche. They're thinking about it.
They could try and force it. No tombstone, no primal beast. They still have the black hole themselves.
They're a bit unhealthy. Zeus ult is still up, or about to be up in 5 seconds, maybe be a little careful.
It's just trying to keep this area protected. I guess at least making sure that CYBERCATS can't step in. See DK Fogas top, but diving towers for primal beast killers. Pretty unappealing.
Rebel. They will get this D ward. That ward did kind of spot everything in the last fight too. Shigetsu's just continuing to push bottom tower too. He's got the Lincolns. TP is coming in. Yarrow, no blink dagger yet.
You can get the black hole. They could get it, but
no,
Shigetsu too slippery.
Yeah, he knows
sticking
he's
around.
safe. They're the ones smoked up.
And CYBERCATS, with the lead they have, if they get any sort of core kill, they can very easily step into Roshan.
And immediately when smoke breaks, they can just Zeus ult to catch any target. So.
Yep, Gilga, he's going to be the one to get caught. Quick kill there for Shigetsu, now godlike. 320 minutes.
Now they can do Roche themselves.
Absolutely. Straight into the pit.
Tombstone at the ready.
Yeah, Miro's still not quite having that blink dagger. He's close.
Walking into this area looks quite difficult too versus the tomb. They're gonna have to just give it up. Zeus ult also still available, so he can scout everybody. HR. Gonna have to just give this one up. Now you have to somehow find a way that you're gonna kill this Weaver who has Lincolns and an Aegis.
I say it feels like it's just not going to happen.
With
how well that they've played so far and around the Weaver, and Shigetsu just from the lane onwards, he's been looking fantastic.
Yeah, they have heals for him too. They have the Undying to offset.
Absolutely, yeah. Maybe even a stolen grave or a stolen heal.
Maybe.
If Rubik's able to get the grab on that.
A stolen sidekick for the Weaver to do even more damage.
Yep. Some nice buffs to take away from them. There's the blink dagger done for Miro. Still many things that he has to be concerned about when looking for a black hole opportunity.
Yeah, they have to kill the Rubik and then catch the Zeus inside the ult somehow. That's kind of one of the best situations. Or he catches Zeus and Rubik, but that's
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Let's see what they can catch here.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Towards the bottom lane, but the damage has been done. HellRaisers find the opening to take a tower.
I like watching Primal Beast be competitive, honestly. Seriously. He's
Got
got it nicely changed. Now he's gonna die maybe, but they might steal a black hole out of it.
I mean, yeah, they dropped the black hole and the Laguna.
And they do steal the black hole.
Oh, that hard to sort of say that was worth it there for HellRaisers. It feels like they lost more than they gained out of that kill.
And now they lose the Enigma too.
Future
fight is going to be really scary. Fezzor almost has Blink with Black Hole.
Yeah, that was not worth it. Not worth it at all there. I mean, obviously they feel sort of pressured to make that sort of play. But not going to be a play that really gets them back in on this.
Yeah, I guess because of state of the game, they're just like, let's just settle for this kill. I haven't gotten to use Black Hole. They have Aegis. We don't really want a head-on fight anyway, so let's just settle for a kill. Maybe that's what the idea was, but yeah, now you have to play for this Black Hole. You have to be pretty wary for the next 2 minutes.
Black Hole, Aegis, and the lead that CYBERCATS have, they've got everything to bring the next fight to you. You've got to be pretty terrified if you're HellRaisers here for the next couple of minutes.
Feels like, yeah, next 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes or so, it's going to be full of void fight from HR. Unless they can find a pick-off, you know. Pick-off is different than a full fight. If they can catch somebody split up with Rebel, then maybe they can go for something. But a head-on fight looks quite difficult as CYBERCATS, they're looking to force it. This Weaver is just so farmed. It's insane. Like, he has Mjolnir now finished on.
I know he's crushed it. Played the lane really well as well. I mean, a setup that Weaver could definitely struggle in that sort of duo lane, but crushed it.
Undying does wonders when he's able to just force people low and you're able to commit it and get the doubles. Yeah. And yeah, I do want to I like the earn.
Yeah, the build-up was fantastic. Yeah, I think that this item build-up, it was perfect this game.
Yeah, I think he ended up
that you want.
Pretty sure he sold it or it's on his courier when it's dead. I'm not too sure, but either way, it's like, you know, it did do its job. As the Wraith Pact But
they're
the
at
first
the-
few times I've seen Miro summon it and it instantly dies.
And they're ready to push high ground, CYBERCATS. They've got 2 minutes on the Aegis. They've still got the black hole threat.
Yep. Really trying to force the issue here.
Radiant structures.
And of course, they themselves don't have to be concerned with the black hole coming out from Miro for another 70 seconds. So a big window for them to keep this push going, and limited ways that HellRaisers can really threaten CYBERCATS.
Yeah, Tombstone's down, so they see the whole fight. They see everything on the high ground because it provides that vision. Miro.
DK Focus, he's ready to charge in. Goes in with the BKB.
What is happening?
To grab the Enigma. Miro getting burst low, and not quite enough to kill him.
Did you see him just disappear? Where'd he go?
Honestly, I've seen that a lot with the grabs from the Primal Beast. I don't know what it is about it, but there's something when some sort of other spell or ability comes at the same time, he kind of grabs the hero, but it's grabbed a huge distance, so it's just being chucked in the air from a mile off.
Did he get lift? I know there's a couple weird interactions where if you like
definitely,
lift
yeah.
or something while they're getting that, they like spin in circles or something, but that was kind of cool looking, but they get the tower, but they get pushed away. HR.
Rebel, of course, yeah, throughout all the chaos, he's still getting the farm. He's got a lot of damage now with the completed Daedalus.
Like we
So-
said, he's the real carry. It's not Watson. But he can't, like, him getting to the backline is difficult, right? Him getting ever to the Zeus is really hard. He might be able to focus fire Undying and Primal. And if the Weaver, if he messes up, but Shigetsu so far has not made any mistakes, so.
And then he's just leveled up a couple of his items here. Full Hurricane Pike, full Mjolnir, and he will be going back for the BKB. And yeah, after that's been picked up, having the BKB, the Lincolns, the maneuverability of a Hurricane Pike, it's going to be so tough to kill this bug.
Yeah, and he can just get on, if he gets on the Lina, he will kill Rebel incredibly fast. But yeah, let's not underestimate Rebel. That's the
Here we
one
go.
thing.
They're going to go for another black hole opportunity.
Yep. If the Lina's able to sit her ground and attack, this could be a fight where HR's finally able to turn things around.
But they look prepared for it. You know, CYBERCATS, they're up here, and Undying's in position to sort of dispel a smoke movement. Healed up. They try to lead him with the grab. They'll turn their attention over towards the Undying, but DK Focus charges across, grabs the Enigma, but still Dying here to the right click of the CK and its illusions. Doesn't matter though. DK Focus able to walk away. Watson wasn't able to do enough damage. There'll be a buyback from the Undying here as CYBERCATS, considering the ability to keep this fight going. They're playing from the side, bursting back in towards Miro.
That was, I mean, there we got to see the power of HR. They didn't even commit the black hole. They couldn't. The positioning was actually quite advantageous for CYBERCATS. That's, I think, the only reason they didn't lose more heroes. But starting to see, you know, the Lina, you can't underestimate how much damage is done. Undying forced to buy back. Zeus fortunate to survive. Again, trying to reclaim this high ground. Igor.
HellRaisers, yeah, managing to finally find the ability to keep CYBERCATS on their toes. But CYBERCATS, they want to continue to show who's got the lead here. They'll smoke up and be in position to kind of dissuade and stop HellRaisers from poking into their jungle.
Fezor, BKB still on cooldown for Watson.
They're really looking to take over this bit of this map, HellRaisers.
Yeah, they want to get the vision control around here. Focus. They get initiation.
They get the jump. They're in. They're able to grab the Marcy, take him out. Watson, his BKB still on cooldown for 4 seconds. They'll grave him, but the supports are dead. Watson left behind. As this time round, can they do anything in return? Rebel will pop the BKB, manages to burst through Fezor, but has to run. As CYBERCATS, they're in with the chase. As they'll look towards these final two. Rebel in a lot of trouble here for sure. She's going to be tempted to dive and will certainly do so with DK Focus jumping in, closing the gap. Ultra kill for Shigetsu. As CYBERCATS, they show that HellRaisers cannot get away with posturing in their jungle as they try to.
And it's, I mean, I really want to give tons of credit. It's the way they reset away. They know they lost control of the right side of the jungle, right? Because the way HR went in and warded and dewarded and stuff like that. So then they just shift to left side, play around their ward on the high ground, and they get the Dream Initiation. DK Focus gets pretty much 2 heroes deleted before the fight start, and Shigetsu gets to go to town. I'm really impressed, honestly. The CYBERCATS is, the way that they're team fighting and the way they're setting up the fights, it's really beautiful. They're not allowing HR to take advantage of any like ways when they control an area. It's really nice to watch. And this is you know, HR, they're still pre-BKB on Enigma, so his fight is really difficult. He can't actually commit at all. But I'm still really impressed the way CYBERCATS are just kind of distancing themselves.
Absolutely, and sort of from what we saw yesterday from HellRaisers, and considering the draft outcome from both teams, I definitely expected more from HellRaisers in this opening. But CYBERCATS are just outplaying them completely.
Yeah, I think Miero is, it's like, the Wraith Pact, I don't like talking about it too much, because like it's still like the best item you can get on the Enigmas and stuff like that, but this game, it feels underwhelming because of how the lane went, right? It just, he summons its Wraith Pact, Weaver two-shots it, and then he continues progressing, so it's just a tough matchup because of how the lane went from Miero.
Yeah, this Weaver's just been out of control, pretty much from like minute 5 it feels.
Yeah.
Just, and the amount of ways they have to deal with him, it's just not going to be enough. The full BKB, I believe, is going to be out for the next fight on Shigetsu.
Yeah, just now he's got even more freedom to be able to commit onto heroes. Miero still doesn't have BKB. He's walking into high ground.
Tombstone dropped. Jump in for the Undying. TK Focus goes straight towards the back lines. They'll drop the Black Hole to try and kill TK Focus, but he might even be able to walk out of this. He turns with the grab, will die. They've cleaned up 3 of them, but Shigetsu could be the one to clean up here on his own. Gonna TP out in time. Shigetsu getting low, but the time lapse is at the ready. They may just be down to the last 2 of them on CYBERCATS, but they're very, very strong. Malady, good jukes for the trees, won't be caught by the bugs. Maybe neither of these 2 will be found here by Shigetsu. Or TP back over towards the outpost to join forces here with Igor. But not a bad outcome there for HellRaisers so far. Taking out 3, only losing 2 themselves.
A pretty damn good one, considering they walked blindly into high ground, into a tombstone, and they're able to actually focus firing it down because the no hesitation on Black Hole. I think he saw Rubik's Spell Steal, and then he's like, I can Black Hole, and he just goes for it immediately. No, he actually didn't. No, Fezor did not actually steal a spell there, so okay. I thought he had seen it, but...
Finally able to get the fight that they're hoping to look for earlier when they're in this position.
Scary thing is, though, you use Black Hole, and Roche is coming back up in 2 seconds.
That's true. And you may have got a sort of a decent trade out of that fight, but CYBERCATS, they're going to continue to be the ones running at you. Shigetsu trying to close the gap on Dazzle. Has managed to sort of split them apart. Watson getting very low. Will be able to get the BKB off, but they'll catch the Weaver in the combo.
They finally get him.
He's gone. 80 seconds, he's down. Shigetsu gets caught. DK Focus as well.
He has no buyout.
Those 2 kills there, even bigger than the outcome of that last fight that HellRaisers found in the jungle of CYBERCATS. And both of these heroes out of the game. This is more than enough space for HellRaisers to go in and take the Roshan.
The first mistake Shigetsu's made going up to the high ground. This is the first time he played over-aggressive. And I think he underestimated the damage and the control. They just chain stunned him.
Yeah, I think and the little thing that made that extra bit of a difference, I believe, with the Mind Breaker. You'll see the silence coming at the end at a point where, you know, he had no ways to take it off and be able to get off a time lapse or so. We'll see it again here from Shigetsu. He's getting, jumping in aggressively towards this backline, but indeed the stun control, and then right at the end, disposed, silence from the Mindbreaker hit. He just had no ways out of there.
And now it's dead even. Rebel, as we said, you can't forget, can't underestimate this Lina. 8-1. He has a basher, something you maybe don't expect on a Lina, but with the attack speed, maybe he can actually get a bash on the Weaver, and then they get the setup stun.
Exactly right. You know, the Lincolns is protecting you, the BKB is protecting you, but neither of them are going to stop you from getting bashed. And a stray bash suddenly puts you in a position where, you know, you might be holding off and pressing the time lapse, but it's suddenly caught in a position where you're not able to press it at all in the last moments.
Oh, and this might be the first Lina basher I think I've ever seen in a pro game. I'm not kidding. I've seen bashers on the ranged heroes like gyros and stuff like that because it makes sense for
and sniper,
Black Holes and snipers and stuff. But dude, I've never seen it on Lina. I think this is, I think it can be genius. So it could look really cool this game.
This is the game to do it. You know, you want a solution, an extra solution against the BKB Lincoln's Weaver. Having basher on a high attack speed hero, even if you're ranged, it's not bad.
No, I somehow I have to agree.
And, you know, get a few attacks in on a Rubik that's stolen a black hole. Maybe you're going to be able to put a stop to that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I mean, back on even footing. And remember, this was all before BKB Enigma. And this was also when Black Hole was down in that last fight. It was just Shigetsu just making an overcommitment play. And now HR, dead even with BKB Black Hole. They have much easier way to take fights.
What?
Rebel?
He's gonna go straight in. They'll look for H2O, they'll find him, but DK Focus is able to charge across. Hilga's dead. Why back there? Rebel, of course, has the Aegis, so we'll be round for a second
Black
round.
hole?
If he gets taken down, Miro just dives out. He's caught Shigetsu. In with the black hole, catches the Weaver. They'll lose the Aegis on Rebel, but he doesn't mind at all here as he's ready to try and clean up potentially more. They look towards DK Focus, they grab him, blink forward with the Laguna Blade, they clean up here for HellRaisers as they go to show that it doesn't matter what sort of a start CYBERCATS had to this game. A few rough fights that were very well looked for by HellRaisers as they pulled this game back completely. And now with the lead, and again with these deaths, no respawns, no buybacks available outside of DK Focus's Primal Beast. CYBERCATS, they're going to take some damage here on the base. Rebel's getting out of control.
And he has a full AC on. So now everyone that much tankier. Watson also with Blink and all this, and an injection of gold. He can commit, like he just jumps in and starts the fight onto the Rubik this time around, which makes it so Miro has full freedom to cast Black Hole. He actually just missed even catching Zeus in it. HR, you know, they were behind most of this game, but Rebel was not, and we're seeing what the damage can do when Alina's able to sit back.
Even diving up to the tier 4s there, Watson. Little D will take quite a bit of a beating in return, but 2 sets of racks now taken by HellRaisers.
Really impressive. Like even though they're at deficits, fighting into the Tombstone the way that they did it around top jungle earlier. Those type of decisions, it's really hard to actually commit through and get these type of advantageous fights. But yeah, HR is impressing a lot too. This is a really cool game actually because it's so back and forth now.
Ah, for sure. And yeah, as you said, sort of the approach to go for that, and not just only go for that play in the jungle, but still go for it after you tried it and it hadn't worked. You know, HellRaisers, they knew that if they persevered and went for another shot at a fight around this spot, you know, that was the way to break their way back into the game.
Yeah, they just must have had a lot of faith in Rebel. Like Watson was probably telling his team too, like, guys, like I'm pretty underfarmed, like I'm gonna need some time. Rebel's probably like, don't worry, man. I'm the carry. Like you're gonna get control from Tombstones, but that means I'm gonna get to do whatever I want in the fights.
Really good stuff from HellRaisers, now up to a 10k lead. Huge drastic change in the flow of the game. Other God's Wrath not going to scout anything close. Heads up TP out of the area from Miro. They were coming for him.
For next fights now, it's going to be more eyes on Fezor, I think, now because he's the only solution for BKB Black Hole. He kind of has to just sit back and wait. Because the way that we're watching Miro initiating fights, he's literally just BKB blinking and black holding on the Weaver or Zeus. Mostly on the Weaver, as we saw last time, but yeah, Fezor has to be there to bail it out. He's the only solution. Black hole back up in 8 seconds as well.
DD Rune
scanning
as well, spotted out by HellRaisers, so they'll want to go and grab that before the next fight, get that on the Lina Rebel bottle at the ready.
They have to either somehow like cancel Black Hole, like go for that type of counteracting play, or they have to get the Lina at the start.
Yeah, they've got to kill this Lina.
They have
and that's hard. This Lina's got the backup of a Dazzle.
It is very difficult. Yeah, and the Dazzle also level 15, so even more heals and items starting to come out, so not easy. Not an easy ask whatsoever. How quickly things have turned. Shigetsu, just just one little mistake really. 15, 2, and 6. 21 of the 21-5 kills on this Weaver.
Yeah, it feels like you can't ask for much more from him,
you really can't.
It does just go to show, you can have the fancy KDN. It may just be, 2 kills. It's not a high number, but sorry, 2 deaths. But those deaths, when you have such a lead, they just give up so much to the enemy team when you do get caught.
And when you are a 4 protect 1 lineup, right? It really is the Weaver carry.
The outside of the base here, DK Focus able to BKB and charge away.
Yeah, that's the only scary thing that does happen a lot of times when you do run these type of drafts where you're playing versus Doom or Enigma or one of those big control a hero ultimates, and you're playing with the 4 protect 1 lineup. It's the Enigma's job is literally just Black Hole Weaver and make sure Ruby can't stop it. Once it gets to this point, of course. As HR now, everyone's scaling. The CK completely caught up now.
Yeah, talking about everyone scaling, Dazzle, he's rocking an Octarine.
Oh my god, I actually didn't. I was wondering where his gold was, but yeah, he had arcane boots, and I guess he brought the other pieces. Spell Prism plus Octarine. Let's see what the Grave cooldown is.
That's going to be crazy, isn't it?
11.
So you've got to jump the Lina, you got to jump the Dazzle. You got to jump
so
both.
tough.
You get one of the two of them, it's not going to be good enough. You're just going to die.
And you can't burst them. Like, you know, if you were at the point where we were before for CYBERCATS, bursting Dazzle, you know, the Zeus Soul plus like a Weaver running in 1-2 hits, you can kill him. Dazzle's tanky, like 2100 HP.
I think the question now is, you know, if you're Shigetsu, are you buying up the Daedalus? Are you sacrificing the buyback?
I don't think you want to. I think you want buyback because you know how the next fight's probably going to go down. You're going to get Black Hold. You might just get burst before it. You want to hold buyback the time lapse back in. Unless he has nobody else with buyback on his team. He has, yeah, he's going to hold buyback. I would really imagine so. HR kind of keeping them constricted in their base. They're doing the sweep, I call it. You know, seeing more teams doing this, you just sweep across the map, keep them trapped. Sending Eidolons to push the far lane. And Miro getting close to the itemization that makes it so the Rubik can't do anything. Once he has BKB Lincolns, then he literally just BKB Black Holes Weaver, and there is no way for CYBERCATS to stop it. So game feels like it's getting more and more difficult, more and more complicated for CYBERCATS. HR trying to sneak in, maybe catch this Zeus here. Got the base ward. Igor looks like he knows. Like, he's like, what is going on right now?
Yeah, he's got to stay far back. I mean, if he gets anywhere in front of his tier 4s, they would just jump him.
Yeah, he knew
already. Now, how willing they are to just blink in and watch some of this blink BKB just get in on top of anybody.
Yeah, he was on point. Look at the circle he drew. He knows exactly where HellRaisers was.
Yeah, of course, there's this smoke moving around when Roshan is about to get back into the game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's back up. Miro, Lincoln's, he can purchase it. He has the gold for it, so. Standing under vision right now.
I mean, they're going to be able to get the jump on Miro. Graves there, put the BKB.
Oh, he black holed.
That was the shortest black hole I've ever seen. And he's dead. Miro goes down. Watson puts the BKB, has to run. As a step out to the side where she sees Shigetsu, push forward, look towards Rebel. BKB off in time for the Lina, but they'll continue to try and chase it. And there they go. In with the black hole onto the two of them. Fezor getting a big grab. Gray comes out in time onto Watson. As he'll turn with the stun, but he still falls at the end of the fight. Only Malady able to TP out of that one. Rebel was able to run away.
Ooh, Miro. Big mistake, though. The ward that they set up, they camped on this ward for, honestly, over a minute, Owen. They were sitting here waiting for the opportunity. And Miro kind of panics.
He did. I mean, he was obviously getting completely pressured there as he got caught. Goes for the black hole, but quickly decides against it.
They get insta-stolen, too. Like, Fezor, no hesitation, gets it. And now, yeah, they get Roche, they get an Aghanims, they get Cheese Aegis. Oh, we still got a game on our hands.
No, we really do. Yeah, they've already now, with this sort of that swing that we've had now go back the way of CYBERCATS, just going to show that this is one of those games that it feels like a 50-50. A good team fight could set it back in the lead of either side. This is a close one.
They're giving the reward to Fezor also. They're like, you stole Black Hole? Here you go. Ooh. You get an Aghanims, my friend, a gift.
And he's had two good steals on that.
He's honestly the best one they can give it to also. Yeah. Everybody else is just pretty bad. The Primal Beast one, I mean, it's fun to look at, but I'll say right now, it's not very good. Maybe needs a little bit of buff on damage and stuff like that for scaling, because it's flat 100 damage and you get it doesn't scale at all. So I think that needs to be buffed a little bit. But either way, the Rubik one is really good. Now we could actually see easier chances, and now he potentially does have a way to break Lincoln's and then steal Black Hole.
Yeah, well, you just would double cast it.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a cooldown, but like you can break it early, and then you can get it afterwards, depending on if this is the situation. Not easy, of course, still, but possible.
No, and I get, it definitely sort of make Miro think twice. If you can sort of get your Lincoln proc during your black hole, you're like, wait, do I want to stop this black hole so I can cast another spell so we can't get the steal in the 4 seconds when spells 2 is back up?
It's 4 seconds when he's 18. He's very low level, so
That's true. Okay.
He's still only 14, still 12, but
Oh,
you know,
right, yeah,
he can,
a bit
he
of
can
time
break
to
it
get there.
before. Like if he sees Enigma, he can break it before the fight and then during the fight. It's not easy. It's still hard, but either way, his is the best Ags they could give.
I mean, yeah, they want to get their cooldown down. They've got to try and find some levels for this Rubik.
Yep.
Because Fezor's plays have definitely been what's been the deciding factor in some of these turnarounds. Bringing the game back to a position where dead even on the net worth.
Yep, and Shigetsu hits 25, so +1 Geminate with a Daedalus. His damage is now massively scaled.
What?
They get Malady.
Set up. And there, DK Photograph simply ready to charge in on this. Self-grave. By some time for Malady, but still goes down, and DK Focus gets the grab onto Watson. Watson will manage to put the BKB. And looking to try and turn and take down DK Focus, but he's back up to full HP there.
No one took the gem.
Did use the buyback.
They're pinging it now. Here comes the courier. It'll snag it. Nice move. Now no buyback Malady. They can find this Dazzle for the next few fights. Huge. Oh, and a DD. They see it. They have a ward right outside for the Weaver. So Aegis plus 25 talent plus DD. Might just shred almost any hero before they can react.
Black hole, Miro. The jump in. Elite H duo. If you can catch more with Gilga. Gonna jump in. In fact, they're ready to jump back over.
Holy!
Just gets destroyed there by Shigetsu. We'll see Shigetsu try and go up against Rebel. Quick time lapse to the side. The stolen shallow grave buying Shigetsu that opportunity to live. So both back off from one another.
Jesus, you see that? I think he double crit on his Geminates with the DD. Just evaporates Gilger.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
HellRaisers are getting pushed back.
Oh, they didn't get the gem. They killed the Undying, but they didn't see the gem. They were focused elsewhere. DK Focus able to get it back. Playing around their ward. This series actually, or this game in particular, feels like it's so much about just playing around these wards. Both teams doing an excellent job of just catching whoever goes under the vision. How's Igor's farm doing? He's been sitting in base for a while. Almost as refresher. Okay, so also continuing to get that damage up. Easier ways for him to scout backline also. And he does complete it. 6,000 gold on Shigetsu too. He has buyback in the fight. And looking to play around their vision. They have a ward here. It's on Malady.
They just get on top of it straight away, and already DK Fogas looking to see if he can get another grab. He's heading up to the high ground here. Rebel will be able to hold him back with the Abyssal through the BKB, but Shigetsu diving in for an extra bit of damage in onto the Lina. Rebel will live.
First time I've ever seen Abyssal as well, too. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. He's turned and stunned. Oh, man. They find the perfect target. 75 seconds. Dazzle getting caught. Again, the vision. This game, CYBERCATS.
An even further catch coming out. We'll see Shigetsu actually pick up the Blink Dagger.
Okay, cool.
The Blink Weaver. Swift Blink, in fact. He'll spend up.
Okay, full commits. Really wants to just get in the face of Lina.
A little risky, considering his Aegis is going to time out in 10 seconds. We'll catch Gilliger, but definitely a bit of risk here with the Weaver situation. If Shigetsu dies, it'll be very painful.
It's eyes on Miero. Can he get the black hole?
He's gonna jump. He's in. They get the grab. They caught Shigetsu. Shigetsu goes down.
No buy.
Oh, that was the risk I was talking about. You spend up on the Weaver at the moment that the Aegis expires. And now he's out of the game for 90 seconds.
And Miero's just telling his team, he's like, guys, I'm just BKB black holing Weaver if he walks up. And he walked up.
I mean, we'll see how much damage they could do, but that purchase of the Swift Blink could haunt him.
Oh, and that's mega creeps. There's no Undying, no Weaver. Lanes are pushing in. That's definitely megas.
I mean, he didn't need to spend up. But
he did not.
He didn't need to do that, but he did.
He did. I guess he just really underestimated the Enigma. Maybe he really thought that his Rubik could do something, but as we said, versus the Lincolns, it's near impossible.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That was that. We'll
you know what?
How much it does cost them here.
This game is delivering everything, at least. Some beautiful plays, and then also some questionable ones as well, of course. 35 seconds.
There we go. 2,000 gold short of that buyback, of course. And HellRaisers, they'll know it. I think, you know, they'll have seen that swift blink in his inventory. They know he's not buying back. He's got that much money. Watson's in. Takes down Fezzle. There's the Mega Creeps. He'll get another chance to fight here. Shigetsu for sure. The game won't finish quite yet, but Mega Creeps out.
The Mega Creeps are usually quite impossible to come back from, especially when this type of state of the game versus like Enigma. 60 seconds, Black Hole's gonna be back up. All lanes pushing in. Oh, what a big mess up.
Money to burn.
Of course, even when he is back in the game, he's going to have to find 2,000 gold from somewhere. So still a further window where HellRaisers may be able to get in, you know, under 50 seconds for Black Hole. If they do that again, it's absolutely game over with the pressure of Mega Creeps coming into the base. So
Miro
they've got to protect this Weaver until he can get that buyback gold.
Yeah, like Miro literally just has to BKB Black Hole him. Like you might even be looking
it's
like
game over.
Maybe he should have done. I mean, this is very like maybe Aeon Disc. You can say like a lot of things in hindsight, maybe perhaps or something. But like, yeah, he's literally just getting Black Hole every time. And now it's going to start picking up in the pace because there's also, I believe, a refresher coming soon for the Enigma too. So yeah, harder and harder for Shigetsu. And they never find Rebel. He's still 12-1.
There's the smoke.
Black Hole back up.
They catch Weaver, and it's GG.
He's really desperately trying to farm the buyback. He's just shoving the lane top as hard as possible.
It's going to take him time. It's a lot of money he needs.
They might just, I mean, if they
it's
find
a lot of money.
Also. It's eyes on Miro.
Jump to DK Fogas.
They got the lift on Miro.
It's going to be Primal Beast down. He will buy back. Miro getting pretty low here. He's going to try and finish him off. We'll get him. The crit comes in. They'll take him out. Rebel off to the side. Tries to BKB TP, but he dies. They've brought the two of them. There'll be a buyback from Miro. He was thinking about getting back in on this fight, but now with Rebel gone and Watson falling low, I don't think there's any chance for HellRaisers to turn this fight. CYBERCATS, they'll be able to push HellRaisers back.
Beautiful. They actually get the initiation. They get the jump. They poke the Enigma, get him to like half HP, and then Shigetsu sees his target, able to blink in and get the 2 hits on him. And
then they got through the tough spot. And the Mega Creeps, of course, still out, but Shigetsu, off the back of that fight, he has got buyback back online.
Yeah, I think Miro, like he goes for this like blink play onto DK Focus, but the fact that he shows his face, that's a pretty big mistake from him. It gives the opportunity for CYBERCATS to get these kills. And now Shigetsu may be considering, you know, a rapier pretty soon. Maybe he doesn't even need it with all the damage he's doing, but he's maxed out.
Whatever he considers, hopefully he'll consider buyback over everything, though.
+1 on that.
He does not want to get caught like he did last time.
Igor also. I mean, this is also crazy. Like, look at the stat lines on some of the guys. Igor is 5-0-26. Yep. Weaver is 21-3-10.
Okay, Fogas.
Trying to find Miro. He did use a buyback.
He probably dies here.
Shigetsu's in.
Okay, backup's here. Shigetsu just looking straight towards Miro. Wants to try and finish off the Enigma, but the heal comes out along with the Grave. And now, in fact, with the punches, he's trying to turn and take down Shigetsu, but the damage is too high from this Weaver. And now HellRaisers in a spot where both their supports out of the game. No buyback, 10 seconds or so, and Dazzle will have his.
I love this. This game just, I mean, continues to deliver, honestly. 80 seconds, there's 2 supports are dead. So CYBERCATS, they can look to hit themselves here, too.
I mean, Roshan's up. Back off, get the Roshan if you want. You'll do it so quickly.
They also hit 25 on Foga, so now he has the Pulverized Pierce's immunity.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They want Miro. Use the buy.
Get the grab. Rebel, he's going to be into cover. Jump.
Black Hole.
There's the jump. Now get the grab. He's been caught. He has got buyback, though. Very much likely to need to use it here. This push from HellRaisers is going to come straight down the mid. They themselves could look to pick up Roshan on the way. We'll see what they prioritize.
I think they will.
Like it is going to be the Rosh.
Yeah, it's got too much on it.
Grab
Axe
it.
in the refresher.
So they themselves have the Aegis, they have all the pickups to the Roshan, and of course they do also have the luxury of their 2 big buybacks, both Watson and Rebel, having buyback gold available. They'll want to, for sure, look to pressure out the buybacks from CYBERCATS. And you've got to imagine, with a minute on the sidelines, highly likely that Shigetsu will have to buy back into this.
I would imagine so, yeah. They have the refresher on Miro.
Into this refresher shard Enigma.
Yeah. He took, by the way, I think they wanted to give Miro everything there. Because he, like, for his hero, he's the most important one. Especially now with the Ags, too. He can get the pull in. which can actually grab some of these heroes and pull them in, like the Rubik in particular.
I mean, they're kind of pulling back a little bit. Maybe they won't push in time to pressure the buyback, which I think will be quite a sigh of relief from CYBERCATS if they don't have to buy back on Shigetsu.
Yeah, I think they're maybe like discussing a couple things on the side of HR. Like Miero might be telling, hey guys, I'm also near a refresher, because he's actually about to have it done. So maybe he's like, hey guys, like I'll have 3 sets of black holes. Even if Weaver, when he comes back, I'll be able to handle it. But he has to still be careful of getting burst, as we've seen a couple times. With no buyback, 4 minutes.
Smoke time.
He does commit, of course, the gold. And they're going to look for a grab.
Shigetsu's going to get to live without the buyback. So this is pretty huge.
Siege starts, though.
Trying to jump in with Igor. Igor just gets surrounded by Watson. He's gone, but he has buyback. Buyback's coming now. Miro looking for an opportunity. He'll put the refresher. He's got the black hole at the ready. We'll see what target he can find.
He just uses it.
He's going to drop it on TK Focus. Shigetsu getting caught in the side. He'll get put to a stop. Shigetsu's still good to fight. Backs up with the BKB and the Shiguchi. DK Focus in with the grab onto Gilga, but the shallow grave there. They kill Gilga alive. It's going to be Rubik and probably out of the fight. Watson diving up towards the base. Will lose the agent, but it's 3 dead. No buybacks available to CYBERCATS. HellRaisers, they'll focus the agent. Look to close it up. Shigetsu trying his best to beat them off it, but the damage has been done. The game is over. HellRaisers will manage to close it up.
Wow. I mean, what a... Honestly, that HR line right there, the Spanish line, Barta, it was a complicated game. That's what it means in Spanish, pretty much. Difficult game, complicated game, because that's what it was. This was kind of anybody's game for a while. It looked even like CYBERCATS for a moment might get it because they catch the Enigma and stuff like that, but HR holds strong, even though they're at this deficit most of the game. Rebel in particular, 16-2-7